Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about your life path and possible future career. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the energies that are existing within these four piles. That'll tell us a little bit something about maybe what you're going through at this moment, what type of personality, underlying in your subconscious that you might possess, what possible characteristic traits that you could actually use for your advantage. We're going to look at general messages. We're going to look at like possible guides to look to or that are watching out for you right now, and like a little positive little message at the end to remember, like kind of like an affirmation thing. So what we have, remember, before I get any further, this is a general reading. Okay, this is not a personal reading, and I am reading the energy of the collective consciousness, okay, to a massive group of people. I'm tapping into the energy of that, okay? So if you hear something that does not resonate for you, that's because it isn't for you. It's not a message for you. So leave it alone and move on, no need to dwell on it. No need to make comments in the comment section about how it didn't, you're not that or whatever. It's like, we don't need to know that. We just, you just take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Okay. And if for some reason you feel drawn to more than one pile, by all means, look at those piles, and like I said, if the message doesn't resonate, then this video and this message just was not for you at this time. And feel free to go click on a different video, to see what messages are there basically. So we have four piles today. Pile one is ruby, and I'm sorry, but I cannot remember what the ruby is embedded in here, but that is ruby. Pile two is malachite. Pile three is scolecite, and pile four is carnelian. So go ahead, pause the video, do whatever it takes to meditate on which pile is calling to you, and we'll go ahead and get right into this. Okay, for those of you who picked pile one with this pretty little heart here, this is your reading. Let me get comfortable here. I have my thing is on a tripod. It's pretty high up, so I have to adjust every time. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at your tarot cards first. So first up, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so right off from the get-go, whenever I see the Two of Wands, this has to do, wands in general are spirituality and creativity. So I really feel that this group is very spiritual. You have a lot of creativity, creative talents to give. Now, creativity isn't just, art and music and dance. It can be creative ways of thinking, modes of thinking, to contribute to, you can be a creative accountant, you can be a creative lawyer, doctor, whatever. It just doesn't matter. It's creativity in general, having the ability to look at things in a new perspective, okay? So for the Two of Wands here, it's like a doorway of possibility, basically, has been opened for you, okay? You're opening this doorway to a new, possible life path. There could be some kind of tensions in some relationships or a partnership, but within the relationship or partnership, there is total potential. A lot of times when you have the Two of Wands, it's like the feeling of you've got it all, but you want more. It's just like you're kind of not satisfied. You might have your hands totally full. You're just like really busy. Because look, his hands are full, right? Like I said, it's like a new path. Like you need to, the doorway's open. You just need to take that step forward, to get the ball rolling, basically. Also, you could be contemplating like moving to a new location, starting something new, but it's like particularly in like moving on and traveling or something like that. Okay, like you might be considering taking a new position in a new job or something like that. It's in the back of your mind, definitely. Now with the Ace of Cups in reverse, in relation to career and whatnot, it could mean that you're going through like And the reason why you want to do this and you've been contemplating all this is because you feel kind of stuck, or you're drained, or you're bored, and you're like lacking in inspiration. You could like actually be in a position right now where you're like rejecting like a friendship, a job offer, or like a certain situation because it just doesn't feel right to you. And you're like, no, I want more. This just isn't good enough. And you're not going to fucking settle for it. So that could be a possibility for some of you. You could be distancing yourself from like a certain situation, or like, like maybe, because like, that stuck feeling, you could be like trying to like move away from that, like a certain situation or like a certain living arrangement. It's just not working out and you just really want to move on. And it also could indicate, like, for some of you, especially if you're like a writer or an artist, it could be a creative block is going on right now. So you're looking for ways to unblock yourself and move away from that. So for the Three of Wands, again, this has got to do with creative pursuits, spirituality. At this particular time, like, as long as you're like moving on and you actually take the steps to move forward, you're going to see whatever project or whatever idea you have, it's like going to start to come into fruition. You totally, like, you've got what it takes to make this succeed, whatever this idea is. Again, this could have to do with possibly traveling. So you have travel here and you have travel here. So whatever this career idea or whatever it is that you've had going on, it's going to possibly require some travel and to move away from where you're at now, or you're going to have to travel a lot in order to, complete this idea or be successful at it. This isn't a bad sign. This is like, you're going to get, your just rewards, and you're going to start seeing, possible compensation monetarily for whatever it is that you're doing here. For the Six of Pentacles, obviously, whenever you see the Six of Pentacles, whenever I think of it, I think of charity. You could be working with a charitable organization, possibly. It also could mean that you're like actually getting help or financial assistance in whatever creative project or job that you're doing right now. You're going to get some sort of assistance, and somebody's going to back you and back your ideas. It's also about like balance and fairness. It also is an indication that there are total like job prospects for you, because I mean, look, he's giving them, their hands are held out and they're going to be filled, So I feel like this isn't a bad thing. Now, let's get into more detail about what possibly, like, I'm going to look at the Quantum Oracle first to see what kind of message we have here about the energy. And we have transformation. Okay. So this is a good thing. Yeah. And that was upright. I flipped the freaking cards when I set them on the side, which was stupid. In case, I'm glad I remembered that, because I'm glad that wasn't upside down, because this is a good card actually. So for this one, I mean, obviously, whatever the situation is, it's like, before I even look at like the, and look at the book and see what it says, obviously this is a transformative experience that you're going to be going through. Your success in life and in your job prospects requires you to transform, okay? In one way or another. It could be location, spiritually, personally. Your relationships can transform, just the way you think, everything. It's going to require some form of transformation in one way or another. So let's take a look at that and see what we've got going on with this interpretation here. Let me see, where is it? Would be nice. Okay, where is it? Oh, for Christ's sake, it's in the back of the book. So for transformation, it's a significant transition. See, there you go. This card shows a woman getting ready to cross a bridge and move into a new light-filled adventure. In a rolled up scroll, she carries all the wisdom she needs to move forward. This fortuitous card, did I say that? Oh, no, excuse me. Fortuitous card, Jesus, reveals a time of great inner and possibly outer transition. You are now at a place where you are capable of transforming your old life into something brand new. Unhealthy patterns of thought and behavior are now ready to shift into the much higher resonance of peaceful, non-judgmental energy. Geez, I'm having problems today. For some people, this is no less than an opportunity to reinvent themselves. Awesome. As a result, this card is putting you on notice that you are a powerful manifester. Your inner changes now will reap phenomenal results in the near and distant future. So spend some time going inward, consciously choosing optimism, trust, and self-love. As you make these changes, you will see your outer life transform as well. Perhaps a new relationship or a bigger and better career move is on the horizon. Awesome. Visualize these great outer results as you continue to work on your inner transition of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you will find the cycle moving on to one of great expansion. That's not a bad card, okay? That is pretty freaking awesome. So I feel like you guys have some fucking awesome opportunities. And right now in the back of your mind, you can actually have some ideas as to what this is pertaining to. What have you been thinking about? What ideas do you have? What do you want to do with your life? This is showing that whatever that is, and we're going to look at more into some choices, it's not showing a negative thing. It's actually positive, okay? So moving right along, let's take a look at some career cards actually and see what these have to say here. Move around some stuff here. So we have, oh my God, animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So some of you actually might be thinking about like volunteering to help animals or doing something where you're actually working with animals. Could be a vet. Could be like, 'cause remember I said like charity, like working for a nonprofit could possibly be a choice for a select few of you. And maybe it's to help animals or like animal preserves or something like that. We have infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So this is showing you that when you devote yourself to your life purpose, you're going to be very abundant in that, okay? You are going to succeed and you're going to do a really fucking awesome job, and you're just going to be successful. So we have talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So this is basically, I think it's really interesting because we have like one that's very specific, animals. And then these are more about inner growth and whatnot. So talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So this is basically saying that right now, surrounding you, you do have the ability to tap into that angelic realm and ask for assistance by meditation, working, possibly working spells for some of you. Whenever you're doing something like that, you are able to tap into that and ask for guidance, and it will be, and your dreams, this is a way to communicate and actually get guidance and advice. So next you have strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So definitely some of you you're very strong, okay, in your personality. And I feel like definitely some of you have been through some stuff and that strength is actually going to help propel you forward and help you on your road to success. And by being strong in this situation, it's really going to help you in the long run. And you're going to actually be able to turn around and take what you've been through to help others. And you're going to contribute that way tremendously. And then we have light and love. Your purpose is to bring healing light and love into this world. So I feel like definitely for some of you, I mean, we have this animal things. Okay, I feel like definitely this is a creative group. You guys have some creative abilities. And I also feel like some of you have been contemplating some form of like where you're a healer. It could be in the medical profession. It could be a Reiki healer. It could even be a yoga teacher or a counselor or something like that. And this is just, reiterating that. So let's take a look at some archetypes to see what I pulled for this group and see what we have here. Oh my God. Healer. Oh my God. Light attributes: passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Okay, so obviously I was saying healer, and here it is again. So for some of you, definitely this is a calling of yours. Now remember, this is a general reading, okay? So, and then the shadow attributes are taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So this is a warning. Whenever I see these cards, I look at the light attributes, and then the shadow attributes are warnings as to what not to do. okay? Or it's some kind of demon that you're carrying inside of you that, you know, you need to face and deal with the fact that this is the dark side of this type of archetype, okay? Now we have guide. Represents, light attribute, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. The shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Ouch. So definitely, I'm going to say this because this came to my head. You guys, some of you could, because this had travel in it, right? Some of you could actually be like some sort of travel guide, or you're going to be like a travel blogger, or you take people on tours to different countries. Or whatnot. That could be a possibility. You could be like a spiritual guide to somebody. But like I said, it says places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Don't be one of those douchebags out there. And I've seen them on YouTube. They make me want to puke. That are like completely, they think that they're so fucking goddamn self-righteous and holier than thou. That is not a spiritual teacher, and they're not involved spiritually if they, you know, are putting on those kind of airs. All right? They're not... They're fake as hell. Okay, so just watch out for that. Don't go down that road. Okay, to be a true spiritual guide and a spiritual teacher, you have to have unconditional love, and you have to be able to be vulnerable and open up your heart, and also realize you're not fucking perfect and you're not holier than thou. Okay, so now we have detective. Light attributes, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So for some of you, you could be like, we was talking about like charity and stuff like that. For some of you, you could definitely be doing some kind of research, like a research scientist, or some kind of research possibly to help animals that are like on the brink of extinction, or help disease in animals or in humans, how to heal the environment. A detective could literally be a detective, okay? You could have your own like detective agency kind of thing where you are hired by other people to, what do you call it? A PI, okay? You could do something like that, possibly for some of you. Because it says great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Shadow attributes, voyeurism, falsifying information. That's the warning right there. Don't do that shit. Okay, so and last we have child, nature, light attributes, friendships with animals. Oh my God. Communication with nature spirits. And then the shadow attribute is tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Yikes. Okay, so definitely we have this nature thing coming up more than once. And we have animals coming up more than once. So I really feel like this group gives a shit about the environment and animals and people and the future of Earth. Yes. So, yes, definitely. Wow. Yes. I feel like this is a very caring group and that you really give a crap. You just need to be careful about, you know, how you handle certain relationships, how you think of yourself. Make sure you have your own self-worth. Don't worry so much. Look inward for guidance. You are here to definitely uplift humanity and help. I feel like this group really wants to help people and creatures that can't help themselves. Okay, I feel like there's a big group of you that are like that, and that you really do want to contribute and help. And thank you for being here, because we definitely, Earth definitely needs that right now. Okay, so let's take a look at some guides and some. Oh my gosh, no way. So we have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are the path of light. Oh my gosh, your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. See, you are on the path of light. Love and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Oh my goodness. So definitely I feel like you have the ability to forgive. I feel like you guys are like, a lot of you are very gentle souls, and that you're so loving, and that your hands, there's something with your hands. You have the ability to heal and make people and animals feel calm and serene and loved. And it's amazing. to have that kind of ability. And this is just a warning to make sure that you know how to forgive, not only yourself, but others. It doesn't mean that when you forgive somebody that you forget, okay? It's just the ability to forgive is truly helps with that unconditional love process, okay? And then we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Oh my goodness, I want to pull this up. I want to look and see what these guys have to say in here. I haven't looked at this in a while. For the Master Jesus, it says, forgiveness is an act of self-love. See? You are being encouraged to know that whatever you have done to yourself or others, the divine is not condemning you. You don't have to forget what has happened, but you no longer need to allow your whole story to be defined by a situation that doesn't support your happiness. Jesus is here to bring miraculous shifts of healing to you and all those around you, to release you from the burden of self-loathing. He wants you to know that he sees the child of God within you. He also brings clarity and healing to any situations concerning your Father, either here on earth or in heaven. So I feel like sometimes when people are working with animals, or they're working in a situation where it has to do with environmental stuff, the ability to look at a situation and like forgive people's ignorance might be something that is going to be important, okay? Because let's face it, there's a lot of ignoramuses out there who don't get it, okay? And by handling these situations with a diplomacy and a love and a forgiving type of personality will actually help to educate and remove that ignorance from people, okay? Because you're a healer, and I'm getting really bad tingles, and I feel like I want to cry right now. I feel like you guys are really loving, and by handling in a situation like that, you're going to actually help to make this world a better place, okay? So for Paul Venetian, this has to do with creativity, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Whatever creative ideas you are having at this time, they are inspired by the divine. Paul the Venetian is here to help you channel your gifts. You may have felt blocked or held back in the past. Oh my God. Remember I said there was like a block? And there it is. He's here to help you guys out. You may have felt blocked or held back in the past, but now is the time to recognize how talented you really are. Follow your bliss and share your grace. Your creativity is a gift to the world. And as you share with all those around you, you make space in your heart for goodness to enter. Recognize your gifts today and express your creative self in a way that suits you. Oh my God. Don't you love how tarot works? That's pretty great. So definitely I feel like if you guys are having any kind of creative blocks or situations like that, call on Paul because he'll be helping you out. So with the final message for this group, it says, I will inspire. Okay. These are a new little fun little like kind of like messages that I got. I got this card. I think the artwork is really cute and pretty, and it just spoke to me, so I picked it up. So let me look at the message on here and read it out. Obviously, I feel like you guys are very inspired. Like I said, remember, like that forgiveness and the way that you handle certain situations and the way that you handle, and you come from a space of love and forgiveness and realizing that people are not fucking perfect and neither are you, will actually inspire others to be better people and to make better choices, okay? So I feel that let me see, where are we in this book? Okay. I will inspire. Where are you? Dreams of the impossible manifest in the garden of creativity and faith. Wow. And I read one of these cards. It was talking about that you're a master manifester, correct? Was that the transformation card, I think? So yeah, you guys do have a strong ability to manifest positive things, but also negative things. So that's a warning. So really be careful about how you think and, how you act, because that will bring about more of whatever you're putting out there. Okay. So basically that's all I'm getting for this group. I thought it was pretty awesome. I think you guys have amazing energy, and go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you're notified of future videos that I put out. Personal reading information for me or for me and my Pisces twin is down in the drop down box. And I thank you guys so much for being with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 2. This is going to be your reading, the group who chose this malachite here. Let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at your tarot first to see what we've got going on in here before we get into all the oracle cards that I pulled. So first up, we have the Hangman in reverse. We have the 3 of Coins reversed. Okay, we have the Star card, and we have the King of Wands. Wow. Okay then. So, I feel some challenging energy in this one. Okay, so for the Hangman in reverse, usually this is having to do with you're trying your best, basically, but you might feel kind of vulnerable right now, and some of you probably are not acting with full awareness or even integrity, okay? Some of you actually might be feeling like you're a victim in a certain situation, or, you know, you're playing the martyr kind of situation. And you're just not living your authentic self. You're not being yourself all the way, okay? Also, some of you could just be bored. You might not be feeling grounded right now. Definitely, I feel like for some of you, you need to figure out what your priorities are in life. What are your priorities? What matters the most to you, okay? Because I feel like you're kind of like having a down look on view on life, like you're kind of down about it. But you need to realize that whatever it is that you are thinking right now is what you're bringing more of into your life. You are manifesting that kind of attitude. For some of you, you could even be going through a dark night of the soul, okay? But it's like you need to realize that every freaking thought and every action that you're putting out there right now, you're just creating more of that, okay? So there needs to be a shift of consciousness within you, okay? And for that 3 of Coins, okay? Usually the 3 of Coins, when it's upright, it's all about, you know, busting your ass, working on the craft, being productive and stuff like that. So obviously in reverse, we're talking about laziness here. A fear of possibly taking action on a certain situation or a project. Maybe you're afraid you won't succeed or something. You could be, some of you could be having like issues at work, where you could be dealing with an asshole boss. You could be feeling stuck in your work situation. You're not happy right now, I feel like, for some of you about that situation either. I feel like some of you just like don't give a shit about like your like what your work, like your actual, what do you call it? What you're producing. You need to care and take more care in what you're putting out there when it comes to your job. And I know that that could be hard if you're like feeling down, but this is what the cards are saying. Don't shoot the messenger. You know, also, it's kind of interesting when it comes to this card. I believe one of the things that I was reading about, because like there's so many, if you go and you like read interpretations of tarot, there is a shit ton. It could take you a lifetime to learn all the different kinds of ways that people interpret this. But also this could be talking about that there is something hidden from you right now in a certain situation, okay, that is undermining your efforts, that's making it so, it could be a shady ass person, okay, that's trying to freaking throw a knife in things and just making your life a living hell. But this is basically saying that if you try to put some effort into uncovering the truth about what this is, it will actually work out in your favor. So for a select few of you, that could be, you might feel like, use your intuition. If you feel something shady is going down, go ahead. Put the work in to figure out what the fuck it is. Also, it just could be like a problem that you're dealing with at work. Like maybe you've run into like a hitch in like a project or something. But as long as you, like maybe there's like, I don't know why this is coming up, but like say you work as a computer programmer or something and there's just something that's fucked up or something in a line of code or something. But by putting the work in and focusing on that and putting the effort in, for some reason, when you figure out the freaking solution to this problem, it's going to be extremely fruitful for you. Okay. And it's really going to work out in your favor. It could like get you a promotion or something like that even. Okay. So just know that. So with the star card, I mean, come on, the star card is fucking awesome. You cannot go wrong with the star card. Am I right? So, you know, this is like talking about like, you know, you have good, you know, bright prospects on the future. As long as you are, the star card, it's all about like making sure, you know, as long as you're clear and fucking motherfucking concise about what it is that you want, and that you're confident and calm, and you come from a space of kind of like surrender and just trusting in the universe, that everything is going to totally work out, and you've got like a shit ton of possibilities in your horizon, like in the future. There's like it's good all around for love, luck, career, and everything else. This is a good sign. And then you have the King of Wands, and the Wands are always about spirituality and creativity. So I feel like you guys could definitely be a very creative group. This is kind of funny because this is like an overall energy so far from the piles that I'm getting is a lot of creative personalities out there. You know, whenever we have the King of Wands, it could mean financial windfalls. It could mean opportunities. A lot of the times he has to do, believe it or not, like along with the Pentacles suit, he has to do with like financial gain, like windfalls and stuff like that. It also could be about expressing your ideas, being heard, stepping into your power, basically. It could have to do with setting goals and following through with those goals. So I feel like as long as you pull yourself out of this situation and this, you know, mindset, that things on the horizon look good. So there's the tarot is basically screaming at you and warning you not to think in a negative way, because you got it going on. And there's no reason to fret or worry about that. So for our energy, oh, wow. Oh, shit. I'm getting hairs all over the place. It got in my ring. Sorry, guys. So we have a conflict. Okay. Well, shit. Let's see what this has to say, guys. Wow. Unrest. And this, I feel, is reiterating this situation, okay? A boat is being tossed around in a stormy sea, and a sailor is trying to keep it afloat. This represents an upcoming situation or one you're going through at this time. It may come in the form of a conflict with another person, which may manifest in ongoing agitation or even open hostilities. This could also signify someone in your life who is thoughtless or dismissive of you. Whether it is a friend, family member, or co-worker, it's very unsettling and you're not sure how to resolve it. Is there a difficult situation going on in your daily life? Perhaps your workload has increased to stressful levels. Perhaps a family member is ill or acting out. You're lost at sea in the middle of a storm you can't control, and high emotions are tossing you around. You may have to step outside the maelstrom to regain tranquility in your life. Some of the unrest could be within yourself. Are you making a situation worse through an attitude of fear and powerlessness? You must stand in your power and take steps to create a calmer approach. Express what you need to express and vent your feelings in your journal. Make decisions that honor you and consciously create some joy in each day. The storm will pass and you will be floating on a peaceful sea again. Wow. Okay then. Moving right along. I think that's pretty concise and to the point, yes? So we have some career cards here and some archetype cards. So, and in these career things, it could just be messages that can help you. Okay, so we have protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. Wow. Okay. We have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. And we have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So obviously, you guys, the powers that be are looking out for you. I really feel that as long as you are looking within, you know, doing things to improve your mood and your outlook, that could be meditation, definitely exercise, because it really does help to burn off steam. I don't care what kind of exercise it is. Whatever you feel comfortable and uplifts you, this is what you should do. you know, you're protected during this whole time. I feel like some of you are definitely musicians or you work in the music industry. I also feel like by listening to music, it can help soothe you and calm you in your turbulent times, for sure. Maybe some of you are thinking about becoming a musician. This is just, you know, saying, hey. Crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energies. Maybe some of you are contemplating being healers. Maybe some of you actually want to like open your own metaphysical shop or an online store or something. That could be a possibility for some of you. And definitely this is telling you to work with crystals for sure. And malachite was what you guys chose. And malachite is all about the heart chakra and healing. And it also, you know, it's kind of a prosperous stone. So look into the meanings behind that for sure. For your archetype cards, we have warrior. Light attributes are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. The shadow attributes are trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. Now, when you have the light attributes and the shadow attributes, the shadow attributes are demons you need to face within yourself. This is like a warning for some of you, okay? Now, not all of you are going to have these traits, okay? Like I said, general reading, all right? Take what you need. So, warrior. All right. I feel like definitely some of you could have this kind of mentality. Wounded warrior, particular, comes into my mind. Maybe you're going to be working with military contractors, or maybe you are in the military yourself. Also, you could fight for justice or fight for other people who need help. You definitely want to stand up for the rights of yourself and others, I feel like. Oh. And now we have destroyer. Light attributes. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Yeah, ew, okay? Don't go down that route. No matter how bad or how pissed off you get at somebody, you don't want to do this unless you want karma bitch slapping you in the face, okay? I feel like that you have the ability to break through boundaries, and you could do some kind of job where you might actually be deconstructing something to figure out how to make it better, okay? Rescuer. Light attributes. Provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. The shadow attributes are assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. Keeps the rescued one needy. Ew. Okay, so don't do that either. Rescuer. You could actually do a job where, you know, you are a rescuer. I mean, let's face it, that's like cut and dry, okay? You could be like a lifeguard. You could be somebody who could be a firefighter, like where you go in and you rescue people. I don't know, Coast Guard came to my mind because the guys who, definitely the Airedales, as we call them, they go out in the helicopters and they jump out and they freaking rescue the people in the water and fish them out. And you know what's funny is you got a boat right here. So or Navy. You know, somebody in the military. I'm getting military from this for some reason, for some of you. Okay. And then we have shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Okay, that's the light attribute. The shadow attribute is projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Eesh. The shadow side of these are just gnarly, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think that you guys are you have the ability to adapt. You're very adaptable, I feel like, definitely. And I feel like you guys are very strong and you can get through whatever situation is tossed at you for sure. I feel like you guys are going to be just fine. So moving right along. Oh shit. Okay. So for your spirit guide or god or goddess that is looking out that you can call on that will actually help you. Ready? You got my favorite. You got Carnunos. If you don't know who Cernunnos is, please Google Cernunnos, all right? This is my boy. I freaking love him so much. I am a devotee. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Yeah. You want creativity? You want to break through stale freaking situations in your life? You want to feel the life pulsing force of nature all around you? That's your boy. Okay, I'm going to read about him right now to you. I fucking adore him. I mean, I can't go on. I gush over this guy, okay? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him first, because not a lot of people know who he is, all right? Cernunnos, also known as Herne, is a Celtic stag god, or Herne, is a Celtic stag god who represents connection to Earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features the Gunstrup cauldron, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is a lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. Now, he's very similar to Freyr. If you know who Freyr is, look up Freyr too, because they're very, very, very alike. I think they're kind of really one and the same, all right? It's just a different area with the same kind of, you know, god, deity, entity, okay? He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and ancestors of land. So the extended message is there is a deep buildup of life force within you now and a need to channel it into action. You may have extra energy or be more alert than usual or be aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential may become tamed or muted. So if you are denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Cernunnos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially Bridget, Cernunnos' twin flame, is present too. So yeah, this is all about the sacral chakra and really tapping into that and using your creativity and your sensuality and your sexuality, because sometimes when that area gets blocked up, we get into our creative blocks and we aren't able to express ourselves in the way that we want to. So that's what that is all about. So you might want to look more into that, tap into that for some of you if that resonates with you, okay? So our final message here is I feel peaceful. I love that card. It's so pretty, the little mermaid sleeping there, and I'm going to read this to you. So this is like basically a message saying to make sure that you are tapping into, you're getting enough rest, that you are withdrawing sometimes from your stressful situations to actually look within and, you know, find peace within yourself for sure. So let's see what this says in here. I feel peaceful. In this time of peace and tranquility, I effortlessly drift to sleep as the joy of life sweeps around me like a blanket. The joy of life. There you go. I mean, he is life force itself, okay? So, yeah, you guys definitely need to, I would definitely tap into that freaking power. And I mean, I feel like by him being pulled in this pile that you guys have a massive ability to be very fruitful, abundant, and filled with life and just like, just this raw, awesome power, okay? If you guys look within and you take the time to meditate or do whatever to get into that peaceful state. I highly recommend doing it outside in nature as well. And, you know, from this, it's like if you guys live near water, I feel like water has come up quite a bit in here. You got water here. Hangman is actually a Pisces card. So, and then the star card actually has water in it. I feel like definitely if you guys live near water, you can get near water, it's a good place to just chill and meditate and take some time out. Just being in nature in general, woods, forest, whatever, it could do you some good. Okay? So that's all I'm seeing for this pile. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. I have personal reading information in the drop-down box with just me or me and my Pisces twin if you guys are interested in that. And I thank you so much for being with me today, and we'll catch you in the next one. For those of you who picked the skull site, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start out with the tarot cards and see what we got going on in here. Okay, so first up, we have, oh wow, we have the Three of Swords, okay? We have the Hanged Woman or the Hanged Man, okay? Depending on, you know, in this tarot deck, they reverse genders. We have the Wheel, and we have the Ace of Wands. Now, this is a very fascinating pile. Wow. Okay, I feel like something has happened that is completely transforming you, for sure, just by, you know, looking at this to get-go. And it's really taking you within, but I definitely see there's a brand new beginning on the horizon here. And looking at the Three of Swords, it's like, whenever I see the Three of Swords, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite card. I don't think it's anybody's favorite card, but we need to look at this in a new way, because the Three of Swords is all about heartache, and it's about suffering and loss. However, when you look at the Three of Swords, there's two ways to look at it. You can look at the misery and be wallowing in bullshit forever, or you could take the lessons you've learned from this suffering and heartache and actually use them for your advantage. And I feel like that's definitely the message here. And I feel like you guys are actually going through a situation like this. Also, the Three of Swords could actually indicate a love triangle. So some of you might, very few, it could just be one of you, could have been going through a situation like this where, you know, there's some heartache because of a love triangle, or maybe you found out somebody was cheating on you, or, you know, something like that. Okay, there's a love triangle. That could be a possibility for like even just one of you, okay? It's very specific. You know, Three of Swords, like I said, it's like you can learn from it. It's like, it's the ability to take heartache and become mature from it, you know, like to learn from it and mature from it. All right. So with the Hangman, which is interesting, this came up again, because this came up in another pile, but it was in the reverse. Okay. For the Hangman, it's like about peace and understanding and having patience. Okay. Definitely. When it's upright, it's about like patience and looking within. And basically immersing yourself in trying to heal. You're healing by the powers of the unconscious, okay? You are looking deep within to find answers. You know, you're withdrawing a little bit into yourself so that you can evolve and grow. And I feel like if you do this, you're going to be fruitful, okay? It's also about letting go and surrendering, handing yourself over to the universe, you know? You don't want to cling on to shit. This is like a warning also that like, again, let it go. Like fucking Elsa, let that shit go. Because if you want to move on and evolve, you can't keep dwelling in the past, okay? Time to let go, let it go. It's time to fucking move on, because I see you got good shit on the horizon in the future here, okay? And yeah, it's like from my experience, when you finally surrender and you stop hanging on to stuff and certain people and certain situations, and you just surrender and you drop down your sword and you say, fuck it. And like in freaking Risky Business, the movie Risky Business, I don't know how many of you have actually seen that movie, but it's with Tom Cruise. It's from the friggin' 80s. And there is a saying that freaking is in the thing. It's like, sometimes you just got to say, what the fuck? And that is what you need to do here, okay? And just give it up and just move on. Forget about it. That's what I feel like this is telling you to do. Surrender. Put down your fucking sword. Quit fighting. Quit trying to cling on to shit that doesn't serve you anymore. Because there's something way better in the fucking future here. And going on to that, it's like the wheel. The wheel is about cycles of life, okay? What goes up must come down, okay? And this is just life in general. And this is something that everybody just needs to suck up and deal with, the fact that we're going to have shitty days and we're going to have fucking fantastic days. people come into our life, they leave our life. This is just life in general. Once you accept this and know that there could be shit in the fucking future that you come across that isn't going to be particularly pleasant, but also it will be replaced by something even better for you, you can be at peace with yourself. So that is basically what this is fucking saying right here, okay? You're beginning a new cycle. And here it literally is the proof. There's new beginnings on the horizon for you. Brand new fucking beginnings, okay? This has to do with, like, you know, prosperity, progress. You could be reaping rewards of something that you put your efforts into. It's also telling you to trust in the process of life and trust. I know if you've been through some kind of heartache and heartbreak or some kind of situation like that, remember what I said. You need to surrender and trust in life again. You cannot let people hold you down and make you feel like you cannot move forward and trust in yourself or other people. That's fucked up. They've won. Do you want to fucking be a little bitch and let them win? No. No, 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 no. Time to let them go. Sweep that shit away and move on because you're a badass, okay? Clearly, because you have that Ace of Wands, which is all about creative energy. It's powerful, it's sexual, it's sensual, it's fucking awesome. It's a new idea, it's youthful energy, it's just like, bam, you know what I mean? It's also about taking responsibility. It's like taking your ideas and you putting them into action, okay? You can't sit on your butt and expect freaking miracles to happen or manifestations to fall into your lap. You actually have to put the fucking steps forward to make them occur and make them happen, okay? Also, just a warning out there, this could mean the birth of a child, okay? So if some of you are looking to get pregnant, there's a big possibility for that. And if you're not, it's just a warning. Watch out. Protect yourself because that could portend a child in the future. All right. So let's take a look at, oh, wow. Oh my God, you guys, you have spirit, the ascended masters. So I feel like you definitely have, you know, guides around you at this time that are freaking ascended masters that are going to help you in your situation currently. Okay. So let's take a look at that. We have more spirit. Here we go. Cool. Right. Awesome. This, oh my gosh. Ah! Jesus, Buddha, Hilarion, and Saint Germain. The spirit world is filled with dynamic entities who long to assist you in all areas of your life. Some of these are the ascended masters who have lived on the earth plane before and now work from the energetic realm. This card is telling you to look at your life and open to the master that most resonates with the solution you are seeking at this time. In the upright position, this card is bringing you the presence of the high masters of enlightenment, including Jesus, Buddha, and others of profound spiritual influence in the world. Jesus represented by the dove. And you know what is really interesting? That energy came up in another pile too. Okay? Fascinating. Jesus represented by the dove comes with unlimited healing power. No matter what your religious persuasion may be, he can bring you miraculous assistance with physical, mental, or emotional healing. As the master of love, he can open your heart, oh my God, to experiencing the unconditional love you deserve to have for yourself and can bring a more loving attitude to your life and your world, as well as a greater compassion to and for the people around you. There are several historical figures called the Buddha, including Gautama and Shakyamuni. Shakyamuni? Sorry if I'm butchering that, you guys. Represented here by the lotus, which is beauty growing out of the mud. The Buddha brings you to greater consciousness and enlightenment. Look to him for assistance in meditation and spiritual understanding, for achieving inner peace in difficult times. He is also the master of detachment. So if you're dealing with addiction or obsession of any kind, even obsession or desperation concerning your goals, his would be the guidance you seek. These are just two of the ascended masters this card brings. Open to all that can bring the spiritual wisdom that could change your life. And definitely I have to say this because I feel like there is a lot of people out there who constantly dwell on exes. You guys, I know your heartache and you've been through some shit, but do you really think they're dwelling on you? Because they're probably not, all right? Especially if they've hurt you, they could give a shit. I know that sounds harsh, but this is just a sign that you need to look somewhere else for guidance and look to heal yourself so that because you deserve something. You deserve somebody who gives a shit. You deserve somebody who's better than that person, okay? And it is coming to you. You just need to let that shit go, okay? It like hurts my heart to see people sad and hurting in situations like this, but you're doing it to yourself by, you know, constantly dwelling on it. Don't hurt yourself. You deserve better. You're better than that, okay? Rant over. All right. So when it goes on to, we're going to look at our career cards here. Oh my fucking God. Oh, I don't believe this. Okay, ready? Let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. Amen. Okay. You have the dog here, which is all about loyalty. You need to be loyal to yourself. You have this freaking unicorn here. You're a fucking unicorn. You deserve to freaking be recognized as the beauty and the unique person that you are. If somebody can't see you as their fucking unicorn, then that's what you tell them, okay? Move on. I know I'm getting like raunchy in this freaking thing, but the energy in this one is just driving me nuts, okay? Because I want you guys to fucking be happy, damn it. Okay, so let go. We have freedom. You're free to do what you choose. Damn straight you are. So fucking do it. Family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. And remember what I said about the freaking child thing. That's kind of interesting. Wow. And this is basically saying that there are probably family and friends around you who are supportive of you at this time, and definitely turn to them if you're feeling down or you're feeling pain or hurt, to realize that they're there for you and they've got your back. Okay. Maybe you, for some of you, you're really miserable in your career or whatever. And it has something to do with the fucking relationship. So you're kind of scared to move forward into the future because you kind of maybe are on between a rock and a hard place, and you have to completely revamp and restart all over again. But I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. Okay. You do have support around you. You have ascended masters, you have family, and you are free to let go and just go be free and do yourself. And there's dolphins here. So that could be synchronicities. I said dogs, and there's, you know, all the stuff in here, the infinity symbol, the unicorn. And then we have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Maybe for some of you, this is going to require going back to school so that you can change your career. And, or maybe you just want to be a teacher. And this is a sign, definitely you want to do that. Definitely do it. Okay. Because it will help you to further your career and move on. So we have some archetype cards here. We have martyr. Eek. This is what you don't want to, the shadow attribute is, oh my God. Okay. So whenever I'm reading these cards, there's the light attribute, which is also, you know, obviously the good side of this type of archetype. And then we have the shadow attribute. The shadow attribute is your dark side, your shadow self, your demons that you need to release and let go. And just acknowledge them, realize you can go that way. And then once you realize it and you acknowledge it, you can control it, which means you don't have to do this. Okay, the shadow attribute part. So for martyr, it says light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Okay. Shadow attribute is addiction to self-pity. Yeah. Okay. Don't do that. Don't be self-pitying yourself, because you're strong, you're creative, you're beautiful. You don't need to freaking go there. You're better than that. Okay. We have exorcist, the light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Holy shit. Again, let it go. Why does this just is like this is the massive message in this freaking pile, okay? The shadow attribute is fear of facing your own demons. Wow. So I feel like definitely some of you guys need to freaking release some of those demons you got stuck in there, okay? We have priest. I need a Sam priest and a Dean priest. Okay, light attributes, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. The shadow attributes are violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So basically this is saying don't be one of those kind of people who walk around thinking they're higher and mightier than everybody else, because it's not the case, all right? Don't do that. And it's saying that you have the ability to be this amazing spiritual light in somebody's life and to the world if you so choose to be, okay? And then we have dilettante. Light attributes: delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. The shadow attribute is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. What I'm getting off this, it goes right to the school one. I feel like for some of you, definitely, you need to tap into that education thing. You need to go back and like learn some more stuff in school, or there's something you need to go back to school so that you can further your career. Definitely some of you could be very artistic. Like I said, I felt you guys were creative anyway. And you know, you have the ability, when you don't stress about the monetary side of things when you're doing a job. I know this is like so much harder to do, okay? Easier said than done, basically, when it comes to this. But when you focus on the passion and the love of what you're doing, money will follow. You don't stress on the lack mindset when it comes to that, because when you do, it's just going to set you up for more tension and stress. And it's also going to take away from that creativity of yours. It's going to give you blocks. So you just want to focus on the love of what you're doing and really have passion and love for what it is you do, okay? Teacher. Holy shit. Didn't I say teacher? There you go. Light attribute: ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. The shadow attributes are manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So yes, I definitely feel that you guys have the ability to be a really fucking good teacher and possibly help others through the pains and past hurts of your life. It can transform you, and you can actually help others through, you know, when it comes to, if you see somebody having a difficult time or something, you have that gift now to know how to get through it. And people are going to freaking, I feel like they'll look to you for that because you have the ability to heal and help somebody else in that kind of a situation. So I really feel teacher came up very strongly for you guys, definitely. And also children, and I feel like helping spiritually, like spirituality. Okay, so let's take, oh my gosh, my boy. We have Archangel Michael. You are safe and angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur, trusting heaven. And we have Master Buddha. I'm telling you, Buddha and Jesus and the angels are all over these readings today. It's pretty amazing, okay? Master Buddha is increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Okay, like I said, you guys are very divinely guided and protected right now. I really feel like you have a wonderful support system around you if you so need it. Okay, it could be family, it could be friends, it could even be online friends or an online family, okay, that you can turn to for guidance when you're having a rough time because they're going to help you out. So for Archangel Michael, all right, we have the message being, your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but your angels are inviting you to take a step back so that they can come in and share their light of miracles. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard, but that doubt blocks solutions from entering your life. Exactly. Wow. Know that Archangel Michael and his legions of angels are here to help clear anything that's not serving you, so that you can allow the miracles of change that you deserve. So yes, call on him, please, okay, to help sever energetic cords and things that no longer serve you, because he's very, very good at that, okay? He's who you call on when you need to get rid of shit that no longer serves you, for sure. That is his specialty, and he is great at it. So Master Buddha, he's all about compassion and freaking love and self-love. He's just awesome. Let's just face it. Buddha's badass. Where are you? Here he is. You are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you in this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma. Holy shit. Wow, the wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all of your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, or relationships or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. Oh my God, and the Buddha within. There you go. It's amazing how this works out. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are going to be fine. Okay? And I really feel like if you need to further your education, please do so at this time. And then our last little I love this. Our little positive affirmation is, I am light because you are. I feel like you guys are, you deserve the best. Okay, so I am light. Let's see what it says. I am light. I carry the lamp of love to light the way for others. I will choose to show them the garden made for us, where hope and peace reside. There is much light in this dark world. Hell yes. Definitely. I mean, look at this. There's all this light coming here, and he's going like, look at the hands. Okay? I feel like there's a lot of happiness here. So please stop focusing on the pain and the hurt, because you definitely have that light. You have that je ne sais quoi, okay? You guys got this. And you could really, I feel like you really can help others, okay? You're here to help people for sure, okay? What an amazing pile. I know I got really passionate in it. I can't help it. I'm not, if you're looking for sunshine, rainbows, and candy and somebody to blow smoke up your ass, I'm not your girl. I'm going to tell it like I see it, and I'm going to be honest and truthful, even if it's brutal, okay? Because I don't want to see people get hurt. I just don't, all right? Okay, love you guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for more notifications of future videos. I have personal reading information in the drop-down box with me or me and my Pisces twin. And I thank you so much for being here today, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye. For those of you who picked our last pile, the carnelian, this is your reading, okay? We're going to start out with the tarot cards and see what we've got going on here. Oh shit, almost just dropped them. Okay, we have, oh boy, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Swords reversed, so I feel like these two go together. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. All right, I feel like this is a very articulate group here. You guys like to use your words, and you're very career focused and sharp intellect. The intellectuals for sure. You guys know how to work that money, I think. So looking at this, it's like the Knight of Swords is always about, like, you know, a radical change in lifestyle or routine. It's like basically a whole new life, new friends. You know, it's a very, like I said, intellectual type of personality as well. Very cutting with words at times. It also, this actually can actually mean travel, and travel by air, because we have the sword. So, you know, that's what that is about. So, and you know what's interesting is you got the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords upright is definitely about, like, travel, and this is like actually travel over water. If it's reversed, usually, you know, you can feel stuck in a certain situation, but I don't know why I'm getting that off this one. I feel like that this could be reversed or forwards for some reason for this one, like reversed or upright. For some people, it's going to be reversed, and some people, it's going to be upright. I'm just getting that energy for some reason. So I feel like, you know, this is moving away from a situation, okay? And it could be travel. So I feel like definitely this is like a group that's definitely going to be doing some travel with their freaking career and in their job and in their life purpose. It's going to involve travel of some sort. If this was reversed, it's like feeling stuck in a situation, okay? And also, either way, upright or reversed, it's going to be travel or taking a journey, okay? So for the Three of Pentacles, you know, this is all about increase and working on your craft. your work is like flourishing. It's starting to come into fruition. You can use your intelligence, which is interesting because we have swords, okay? And that's always like intellectual and using the brain and the mind and stuff like that. And this like refers to the fact that, you know, you create things like beauties, like works of art, or things of value using your intellect and using your mind, for sure. There could be, you know, some appreciation for your efforts. You could be like doing an apprenticeship and you're getting acknowledged for your work. This is a good sign. It's not a bad sign at all, okay? I feel like you guys, this group is like the people who are total, they bust their ass. They work real hard. I feel like that's what you guys are here, definitely. You guys are the hard workers of all these piles. I feel like the ones who are really motivated and driven, kind of, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's also, this could be about improving your skills. You know, going, you know, even taking certifications and tests and things to, you know, further advance your career, okay? And it's showing success in that. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving, he's the slowest moving Knight of the tarot deck, but he's lasting. That's what's great about this. And it's basically talking about like making sure that you're taking a patient and methodical approach to, you know, whatever projects or studies or your job that you're doing. It's also, this also always talks about improvement in health and nutrition. So if you're like questioning if you should improve your health and nutrition, this is saying definitely yes, please do that. You know what's funny is this also refers to travel over land. So I feel like I said, this is water, air, and land. It's like, what the hell? You are going to be definitely traveling with your career. Your life purpose and your career involves travel, for sure. No freaking doubt about that, man. It's like really freaking, oh my gosh. Huh. We have discovery. Okay. Intention, discovery. And he's digging for gold. He's like panning for gold in this picture. So, and look at gold. This is kind of, it's amazing how this works out, isn't it? Okay, let's see what he has to say. Unexpected happy developments. This group has got it going on, I'm telling you. This one so far has had it the easiest, okay? I feel like most of you have, you know, you've got a firm grasp on what it is you want to do and you're working your ass off towards it and you're going to succeed, I feel like. Okay, so for discovery, it's unexpected happy developments. A man is mining for gold. He has been panning and searching for quite some time, but despite his diligent work, he has not found the treasure that has lain beyond his reach until now. Get ready. A time of discovery is opening up for you. New ideas and new energy will help bring forth a goal you've been working on. Although there may be more painstaking work involved, right there, okay? This card is telling you that a positive resolution is at hand. Keep your eyes and your mind open, for you may actually stumble on an unexpected discovery or idea that brings great value to your life. Many options can lead you in exciting directions. You may be introduced to someone who resonates with your heart. A job offer may come your way, or you may come across a book, video, or spiritual practice that is helpful in your daily life or business. This is a very auspicious time. New ideas, information, exciting new connections are vibrating all around you. A gold mine of discovery awaits. Hell yeah. Amen. Okay, so we have, oh no shit. Wasn't this talking about spiritual teachers? We have spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So some of you could be trying to be a spiritual healer of some sort where you are teaching others, or you have seminars, or you need to go to one of these, okay? You need to go to a class, a session, or a seminar because it's actually going to help you with your career and dealing with it, okay? We have options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Wow, and we have the scales here. So whenever I see that, I think of justice, balance, law. So you guys could be working within the justice system or law or, you know, law enforcement or something like that. Maybe that's what you're trying to work towards, a career in that. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So like I said, this group has got it going on. I really feel like you have an idea of what it is that you want to do, and you're not going to let anything get in the way of getting there. And I feel like you definitely have options and possibilities on the horizon. I feel like you guys are very, very lucky, and you have, good vibes on your side for sure. Teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So how many of you are actually considering teaching? Because we have spiritual teacher and we have teaching. So there's two of those teachers coming out twice. I really feel like there's a lot of teachers of various kinds throughout all these piles today. It's really interesting that that's the energy that's being picked up. I find that fascinating. So I feel like definitely some of you have, you're looking at options for careers. You're just starting out, you're getting apprenticeships or whatever it is, or you're thinking about changing your career and you're what do you call it? Advancing, about what you know or what you learn, so that you can make more money and, get what you want, basically. And then we have speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. What's really interesting is we have swords and swords here, and then we have this, grounding kind of earth energy. And what's fascinating is whenever you have swords, it's all about communication and talk and using your voice. So the fact that the speaker is coming up there, it really tells me that you guys have a really good knack for communication, that you have the ability to speak and be heard, and you know how to use your words wisely to get what you want. I feel like, for sure, okay? So for our, what do you call it? Archetype cards, thank you. We have Femme Fatale, light attributes, highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Shadow attributes are inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. Okay, so whenever we have the light attributes, that's when you're working that energy or that archetype in the positive. And when you're going shadow side, dark side, this is what could happen and occur. And this is a warning to not abuse your power or use your sensuality to gain money and power. It's basically... I feel like this is and you have all this earth energy here. So I feel like you guys are a very sensuous group, and you're very sexy, and you sex appeal, and people like that about you. And it's kind of like you have this, power and ability over people because of that, but you don't want to abuse that power. That's basically what it's saying there. Okay. So we have child, magical, light attributes, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. The shadow attributes are pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. Okay. Anybody who believes in that shadow attribute stuff is just setting themselves up for failure. Okay. Don't go dark side on that one for sure. So I feel like definitely for some of you, you could definitely be working with children. Okay, because that's what's going right here. Being a teacher of children, you have a childlike quality to you that you're always like questioning things and discovering new things. And it's like you have a really beautiful, youthful energy about you for sure. We have night. Holy shit. We have night and night here. 2 nights of the tarot. Okay. And we got night right here. Light attributes are loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. Shadow attributes are allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions, okay? I definitely feel like a lot of you could be looking to get into a career of justice or helping others, being a lobbyist, even somebody who fights for... who tries to work to make the world a better place, basically, okay? Whatever that job may be, I feel like you really want to protect people, and you care about, a lot of you care about children, I feel like. You're trying to make the world a better place through your work, okay? Whatever that may be. I feel like justice or teaching or something, something to do with those, definitely. And then speaking your truth, I feel like. Liberator. Are you kidding me? What did I just say? Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. And then the shadow attributes are imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. Wow. Like I said, the justice system, helping freaking those who cannot help themselves, using your voice to heal others and to be heard, to make things better for other people, for sure. you could actually, you know, do that within a business as well. Like where you're, I don't know what you call that, where you basically go in and you are going to revamp processes within a business, restructure things to make it work better and be more smooth. Okay. I forget what the hell that's called. I can't think of it right now, but whatever. You get what I mean. Okay. So we have for specific deities, messages, gods, you know, goddesses, ascended masters that came out for you guys. We have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust in the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. We have green Tara, which is supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all and remember that love has no boundaries. You know what's kind of funny is faith and green Tara are very similar. And green Tara reminds me of Archangel Michael in that she cuts cords and she provides protection. And you've got all this feminine energy here. So I feel like, and you got femme fatale. So I feel like you guys are definitely in touch with your feminine side for sure. And you know how to work that side of yourself. It's like your most powerful side. Let's take a look at the messages behind this. So we have faith is up first, I think, in here. Stay calm and breathe. You are a divine being of love who has done so much good in the world. You may be going through personal transformations and feel that you are not getting anywhere, but Archangel Faith is drawing close to guide you beyond the limitations that your ego or fears have created for you. You may be trying to work out whom to trust. Oh my God, there's trust here too. Holy shit. First, trust yourself. When you do this and recognize that you are made of love, you will attract those who reflect that love and can enjoy true friendships and loving relationships. Know that good is here to stay. And faith is like in this deck is the twin of Michael. Green Tara is you are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Don't worry about recalling fearful experiences. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Green Tara has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She is here to tell you that you no longer need to build up walls around your heart and that it is safe to trust and to feel and what you feel and who is in your life today. Okay. So we have the Miriam. So like I said, there's a lot of feminine energy here. And these are who are looking out over you and who to call on when you're having a tough time. So the sun is coming in this window and it's just baking me right now. Okay. The Miriam. There's a real opportunity for you to move beyond grief or grievance at this time. The Miriam are here, swirling their holy light all around you so that you can regain a sense of union with spirit. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything and to love without boundaries. Honor others and honor yourself with your sacred vision. You are in a space of deep healing and forgiveness. Choosing to see the light of the world will help you grow even more. So like maybe in your pursuits, you might feel stuck or it can be overwhelming at times. And you feel like, God, especially if you're working in law or justice, you're going to see some sleazy assholes. So, and that's just part of the job. Okay. But just, you need to stay focused and realize that you're one of those good people and you can do good in the world. Okay. So look into that. Look to that situation. Okay. Now I have two little quick little affirmation messages. We have, I am captivating and I am cherished. I think that is, they're both such pretty cards. So let's look at, I am cherished. In a quiet moment, I will breathe in nature as I witness dancing light from a cloud. As I listen to the buzzing of insects and the music of wind through the trees, I remind myself that this symphony is a gift. It whispers how cherished I am by the Creator and how I was created to cherish back. So yeah, that's awesome. And yes, this is something you need to remember about yourself and tell yourself on a regular basis, okay? And I am captivating, and we have femme fatale, and we have all that feminine energy here. So I am captivating. Where are you? Although I feel I must be hidden up within a tree, I remind myself that I am sought after and my presence brings light. I was made far more beautifully and with more joy than the tree I sit in. Wow. Okay. So maybe some of you are a little bit hard on yourself. Don't be, because, you know, like you've got that feminine wild, even if you're a masculine, it's like you have that loving type of, you know, you're in touch with that feminine side for sure. Okay. And it is not a bad thing. It is a good thing to be able to show that like definite compassionate side. And it's going to be important in your job to remember these things. Okay. For sure. All right. So that's what I see for this group. Please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified of future videos that I put out. In the drop down box, there is personal reading information with me or me and my Pisces twin. And I thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.